Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have the planet Mercury placed in the sign of Cancer in our birth chart. So what happens when we have Mercury in Cancer in the birth chart? So, if you guys didn't already know, I am a Vedic astrologer, so that means that I practice Vedic astrology, not Western. And it is a very specific system that I use, and it's used to basically, when you get a reading with me, it includes the mantra, a ritual, a spiritual practice that you could be doing every single day to resonate with your soul more. So to live from your soul, to resonate with your dharma and with your soul's purpose. So when you book a reading with me at vincent.thunderwizard.com, you will get your own mantra, ritual, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's included with that as well. So anyway, let's talk about Mercury in Cancer today. So what does it mean when we have Mercury in Cancer? Mercury in Cancer, so in order to understand this placement a little bit better, we need to understand what Mercury means and what Cancer means, and then we'll put them together and come up with our own analysis. So, alright, so Mercury. What is Mercury all about? Mercury is all about, communication. That's the big thing with Mercury is communication. Interpersonal communication. It's all about this communication that we have with each other, and this is fast communication. It's back and forth right away. It's not like long books or like novels or that kind of thing. It's more like mass media, YouTube. It's all about it's the internet. It's I liken it to text messaging, that kind of communication where you're using your hands, which is what Mercury is. It's the hands and it's the intellect, the mind, and you use those in combination to send out a message. So whether you're typing on your phone with your thumbs or typing on a keyboard with your hands, this is what Mercury represents, is just communication. It represents the hands and represents interpersonal communication. So, relational communication, things like that. So, then we have the sign of Cancer, and let me grab a drink and I'll tell you all about Cancer. So Cancer is all about the emotions. It's ruled by the moon, which is the mind. So this is the thing between the mind and the mind. when we talk about the moon, we're talking about the heart mind, not the mind that sits in your brain, that is about the intellect, about how to do certain things, and having this like book knowledge or like experiential knowledge. The moon and Cancer is all about the heart mind. It's all about your feelings, your emotions, how things like that. So yeah, it's all about that kind of stuff. So so Cancer is water. It's a water sign controlled by the moon, which also, the moon, it waxes to full and then it wanes to new moon. The tides rise and fall. These are all indicative of our emotions. These are all indicative of our feelings, because our feelings change over time. There's things that stimulate them and things that will stimulate them in a positive way and a negative way. So So this is kind of what Cancer is all about, the emotions, the feelings. The moon and Cancer is all about, making the world your family, making everybody your family. And so that's a challenge for the moon here. So let's see here. So let's talk about what Mercury in Cancer could represent. So we have basically the planet of communication in the sign of the feelings, your feelings. So your emotions. So it's emotional communication about your emotions. It's opening up and telling people how you really feel. But I hesitate on that one because Cancer, Cancer is the crab, and so he's not very open about his emotions. He seems very cold and distant and very hard on the exterior. Hard to penetrate, hard to get to the feelings. And this is what happens when we have a hardened heart. It's just that these, Cancer people, have been hurt a lot, and that's why they develop that thick shell. But so with Mercury here in Cancer, the communication about the feelings could be very passive aggressive. It could be very indirect. The Cancer, the crab, moves side to side. It's not this is how I'm feeling, boom. It's not that. It's, well, maybe you made me feel a little bit sad, maybe you made me feel a little bit irritated. It's kind of one of those things that can't come out and just say how it feels. But with this placement here, it kind of I would say it makes it a little bit easier. I mean, if you people are capable of change, and they're not the same people they were, at their birth, as the same people as they are in their 30s or their 60s or things like that. So the personality changes and stuff like that. So but yeah, I mean, this could be really good, where this could be a really good positive thing where the person is like, if you have this placement where you're open and communicate about your feelings and you're honest about them, and you really open up about them, but also there's this bit of trickster energy with Mercury, as well as the hardened shell of the crab that walks sideways. It walks sideways, guys. Remember that. It can't just come out and say how it's feeling. It has to beat around the bush. So so with this one, though, there can be a little bit of frustration about, you might want to tell people how you really feel. You might feel like you really need to express yourself and get your feelings out there. But there's just this Cancer part of you that kind of wants to cling to that, and wants to hide away in your little hole and not be seen by anybody, and just kind of be at home and be invisible to the world, kind of thing. Which I totally get. But Mercury here is, it's trying to get you to communicate about your emotions. And the other thing is, you gotta know who to express things to and who not to, because there's certain people who it's just not safe to open up about your feelings with them. And so with those people, we give them the shell. We give them the hard version of ourselves. And then with the ones that we feel safe and intimate with, emotional intimacy, things like that, there's emotional safety there. With those people, we can, actually honestly communicate about our feelings and stuff like that. And so yeah, I mean, yeah, I would, in order to kind of get a better feel for this placement, I would definitely look at where your moon sign is placed. Yeah, your moon placement. And also look at what house this is placed in. So you have Mercury and Cancer, but what house is it in? What is aspecting it? What planets are in this house, and what planets are aspecting it? So those are all, different key things to figure out when it comes to analyzing this particular placement in your chart. There's a lot of things to consider there. So, this is just a basic kind of analysis here. But anyway, guys, yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And if you'd like a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go over here to or you can go to Linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Okay, Linktree/Gebo the Shaman. But the direct link for my astrology readings, you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. Once again, I am a Vedic astrologer, and I include very specific things within your chart, within my reading. So the things that I've come to find are most helpful within your chart are, your Dharma Devata, your, of course we'll talk about your sun, moon, rising, Dharma Devata, and your Aruda Lagna and things like that. So there's a lot of information that I discuss with you in the Vedic astrology reading. So if you're interested, go check that out. You can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. And I also offer distance energy healing. So, I do offer there's Qigong practices that I do, like these, and which I also teach you. These are the courses that I teach, the Qigong courses. And so yeah, there's, so I offer distance energy healing, combines Reiki, it combines Qigong and Shamanic ritual. And I also do support groups and emotional awareness course. You can check that out on my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. And then the career and life coaching is basically, the career coaching is a one-time session with me. The life coaching is an ongoing session with me. The career coaching, though, if you just want to know what your soul desire is, what your path and purpose in this life is, what you're really feeling called to, then you should check that out, the career coaching package. I'll basically take you through some questions and walk you through some steps in a guided meditation, a short one, and it's very powerful, very healing, and you get to realize what it is you actually want to do in life. So that's what matters most, is doing what you want to do. So anyway, guys, I think that's all I have to promote today. So if you want to check out all my links, products, services, courses, everything that I could possibly offer you, it's all right here at Linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Alright, guys, so thanks again for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Alright, peace.